In this video, we're sharing the best Roblox horror games to play with friends. You might not agree with all our picks, so let us know your favorites in the comments. Let's dive in. Descent is a roguelike game that's perfect for playing with friends. If you're into exploration and survival, this game is worth checking out. Your main goal is to explore a deep, dark environment. You'll need to find loot and survive various challenges along the way. The game's unique roguelike format means that every time you play, you get a different experience. This keeps things fresh and exciting. Your aim is to reach a point in the game called the Core. To get there, collect items and face the challenges that come your way. Each item you find can help you survive longer and make your journey easier. Because Descent is a roguelike, each playthrough is different. You never know what you might encounter. As you explore, you'll run into scary anomalies that add tension to the game. These unexpected challenges keep you on your toes and make every decision feel important. In Chain, you and your friends are stuck in a creepy place. A killer is always chasing you, which makes the game tense and scary. The atmosphere and graphics in Chain are really good. The game looks great and helps create a spooky feeling as you explore. Chain is still in pre-alpha, meaning it's not fully finished yet. Even though it's early in development, the gameplay is already exciting and fun. The game offers solid gameplay. The mix of being chased by the killer and the scary setting makes it enjoyable to play with friends. The combination of a spooky atmosphere and good gameplay keeps players interested and engaged. You'll want to keep playing to see what happens next. At first, you might think Traversal is just a fighting game, but it's much darker and more atmospheric than it looks. The game has a creepy and thought-provoking atmosphere. This makes the experience more engaging and adds to the overall tension. The gameplay is quite hard. You'll face many challenges that can be frustrating. If you do manage to beat the game, it feels like a big accomplishment. Players who finish it are often seen as living and breathing legends because of how challenging it is. So, if you and your friends want to play a horror game that's tough and atmospheric, check out Traversal. Limbo offers a unique and immersive experience. It pulls you into its world right from the start. The game hasn't had major updates in a while, but it still stays fun to play. The atmosphere in Limbo is one of its strong points. The environment is well made and adds to the enjoyment. The gameplay is impressive and engaging, keeping you interested as you play. The voice acting stands out, making the game feel more alive and interesting. Limbo takes a fresh approach to horror. Unlike many games that rely on reading text, this one offers something new and exciting. It is recommended to give Limbo a try. It combines a good atmosphere, solid gameplay, and great voice acting. Paracom is a first-person shooter horror game. You'll need to shoot enemies while dealing with scary situations. The game is made for teamwork. You and your friends will explore a creepy abandoned building together. Working together and being patient is important. The atmosphere in Paracom is very scary. It helps make the game feel intense and keeps you on your toes. While playing, you have to keep going back to generators and avoid dangerous creatures. This makes the game more challenging and fun. To survive, you and your friends need to shoot enemies together. Good communication and teamwork are key to getting through tough spots. Some parts of the game require you to wait for rescue, which can be frustrating, especially when enemies are around. The Butchery is a horror game that might catch your interest. This game is inspired by Resident Evil 7. If you enjoyed that game, you might like this one too. One weird thing about The Butchery is its strange creatures. There's a pig with human hands and legs. It creates a creepy vibe as you play. Discovering things on your own is real fun. The mysterious elements make you want to explore. Playing this game is intense and can be quite thrilling. It keeps your attention and is memorable. The Butchery aims to make a strong impact. It has a story and gameplay that can stick with you. The Depths Below is a horror game where you can play with friends, and it has some interesting features. It is a short game, but it has a strong impact. You won't feel like it's a waste of time. You play as a man looking for his missing wife in a dangerous cave system. The story adds a sense of urgency to your journey. The game has unique mechanics like thirst and hunger meters. These features make it more challenging to survive. You will face monsters as you explore. Dealing with these enemies while trying to stay alive creates a tense atmosphere. Even if the story feels a bit basic, the gameplay keeps you interested. Each moment feels important. If you enjoy horror games, The Depths Below is worth trying with friends. Phobix is a psychological horror game that focuses on your deepest fears. In Phobics, you face fears like claustrophobia and the fear of the dark. The game is meant to make you feel uncomfortable and scared. The game has simple graphics. At first, they might not seem impressive, but they work well to create a scary atmosphere. Phobics gives a close-up horror experience. It's great for players who want to feel the fear right in front of them. What makes Phobics special is how it includes different phobias in the gameplay. This makes it scary for a lot of players, no matter what they fear. This game usually has around 20 players at a time, which means it doesn't get a lot of attention. It's underrated, but offers a lot of good scares. In Far From Land, you're on a deserted ship in the middle of the ocean. No haunted houses here, just an empty ship surrounded by open water, which gives it a different kind of scary vibe. Your job is simple but tough. Survive for a whole week. You need to keep the ship's systems running and defend yourself from monsters that can attack at any time. It's single-player and focused more on creating tension and stress rather than jump scares. The game keeps you on edge with the stress of managing everything alone. Since it doesn't have a lot of players, usually around 10 people at a time, it adds to the feeling of isolation and tension. If you're into horror games and want something different, this game deserves a look. At first glance, Row Your Boat seems like a simple game about rowing, but there's more to it. As you play, the game gradually reveals a deeper story. It's not just rowing, there are twists and multiple endings that can surprise you. This game works well with a small group, supporting about 20 players so you can play with friends or a few others. The graphics have a unique, cartoonish style that might look simple at first, but it actually hides a darker story underneath. If you're tired of the usual horror games and want something different, Row Your Boat is a good choice. It mixes storytelling with a fresh horror experience. For a game with unexpected depth and some solid storytelling, try Row Your Boat. It's more than it seems at first glance. In the Deep Nightmares game, you play as a toddler facing your worst fears. You play as a small child who wakes up to find yourself in a nightmare. The whole game is from a toddler's perspective, which makes it feel even more intense and unsettling. The game includes chases and puzzles that keep you on edge. You'll have to avoid creepy characters like dogs that are out to get you. It's challenging and forces you to think fast. The atmosphere is dark and adds to the fear. The sounds, shadows, and overall setting make you feel trapped and uneasy as you try to survive. Some people compare it to Little Nightmares, but Deep Nightmares has its style. If you're looking for an intense game with a unique perspective, this one is worth a try. Agony is a game for those who love a serious challenge. This game is one of the hardest on Roblox. Even experienced players find it tough. It doesn't hold back, so be ready for some frustrating moments. The enemies in Agony are fast and strong. They'll chase you down, making every second intense and testing your skills to the max. The creepy and dark atmosphere adds to the challenge. It keeps you on edge, pushing you to survive each moment. Agony doesn't make things easy. There's no beginner mode or help, just a straight-up hard game. If you're looking for a real test, this is it. Agony is for players who like a good challenge, even if it means failing over and over. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And if you think we missed any games, drop them in the comments below. See you next time.